जो हम यहाँ पे करते हैं वर्चुअल संगाहा. It is Sangha. It is the collective energy, people who are walking on the path of truth together. Right? That is what a Sangha is. It's a सत्संग. संघा को और एक और बोलते हैं सत्संग. तो सत्य का जो संग करते हैं. We all are on this path together. And when you put on the camera, actually your energies, we start also feeling it. And that is why do we meditate collectively? Why do we organize these collective sessions? So that we can all benefit. Whenever we meditate together, it becomes at least 3 times more powerful than your individual thing, right? So I'd request all of you to be with us totally, to have your cameras on, to be with us, and give yourself the gift of your presence. Give us the gift of your presence. And as we begin today, friends, firstly, I'm grateful for each of you. I'm grateful that each of you choose to be here with us on a Saturday evening. And every time, every month in the Sanghaha, we take a simple topic, which all of us, we all hear so many things we want to practice. But as I have walked the path and as I have also been fortunate to be able to guide a few people also and received a lot of guidance, I know that there are so many things of these very simple things that we actually have questions or we are not able to understand why. So in these sessions, we try to introspect together. I share a little of the insights that I get from other people's practices where we all get stuck, what kind of doubts we have. So that's what we will do today as we speak about gratitude. And before I do that, I want to start by expressing also my gratitude to all the masters, to the gurus. For me, through my parents came my very first guru, Osho. Although I think met him when I was very small, so I don't consciously remember that. But what happened, what I do know that his presence is something that never left me. So he was, in that sense, the first enlightened master. Of course, we have all kinds of teachers. Life is itself a teacher, and we have so many teachers around us. But in that way, an enlightened master. And an enlightened master is so important. When we say satsang, he's the one who knows the truth, who is living the truth. And he's the one who helps you to actually connect with the truth within. And only seeing that potential, actually, he makes you realize that you have that potential within. What Osho said, what Buddha said, what Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi also say is that we have that light within. However, we have covered it up with so many layers. And so much of the work that we have to do is really to let go of a lot of pain layers, a lot of layers which are not true, that we have to learn to drop. But we have become so used to holding on to them. Right? So as we start today, contemplating on gratitude. Okay, we are in the week of Guru Purnima. So we start with remembering each of our gurus. So of course, like I said, so many teachers, but there are some people who came into your life where actually they nudged you towards truth. They showed you that path. You could see that something changed in your life with them. We start with feeling the gratitude for them. And as we do that, I want you to also contemplate, like I said, that we here contemplate together. We talk about certain pitfalls, certain doubts. I want you to think about 1 or 2 times where you've said thank you recently. You said thank you, but you actually did not feel grateful. You did not really mean it. It didn't really touch? Can we all remember? So we can just raise our hand if you can immediately remember. Yeah, I said thank you. Right? You say thank you to a waiter, you say thank you to somebody giving you something, but we actually don't feel that. Right? Now, of course, all of us, right from school, there are these two very good words, right? We have been taught sorry and thank you. It was good manners, right? So we've all learned this is good manners, and every time you said thank you, then you got a praise also. Wow, wow, good girl. See, she's a well-mannered girl. She says sorry, thank you. So, what is gratitude? Gratitude is not the thank you that we say, firstly. It's not the words, right? It goes beyond the words. And that the feeling is what we are going to talk about, right? So we all, as we just think about this, we understand that it is not just a mere thank you, thank you, thank you that we say. When we are in gratitude, and Joe Dispenza says, he talks a lot about manifestation and all of that. And he says gratitude is the highest state of receivership. And we've said this many times before when we've spoken about manifestation. So, gratitude automatically puts us in that state, but it's a feeling. Okay. So, one of the important things that I want to share about. So, we now clear the gratitude and thank you are different, right? I mean, it's not just a word, it's a deeper feeling. The second important thing for us to know is gratitude cannot be manufactured. I'm sure all of us, have been told, I'm not feeling very good, and says, अरे तुम्हारे लाइफ में कितनी अच्छी चीजें हैं, be grateful for what you have. What are you sitting with what you don't have? Right? Tell me, has it helped you? How many of us have felt that and have heard that? And has it helped you? तुम ना हमेशा कंप्लेन करती रहती हो. Be grateful, you have so much. See, you are always cribbing, घर में इतना काम है, 2 अच्छे बच्चे तुम्हारे. Be grateful, right? So many of us would have been told that, but it doesn't help, right? Now, when we are not feeling good, we cannot force gratitude on it. We cannot just paint the gratitude on it. That doesn't take away the feeling. We got to sit with the feeling, whatever it is. And at other times, the gratitude will come. But when we are not feeling grateful, we need to even recognize, we need to learn to see, look deeper into what's happening here. We need to learn to sit with the pain. So never use gratitude as a copy, like a plastering technique. It can't be manufactured. You can't become grateful when you're not feeling grateful. Right? So the feelings is something that automatically comes. So don't try to just practice, oh, I'm thank you for this, thank you for that, right? When the feeling is there, sit with that feeling. Another point that I want to talk about is what is gratitude? Gratitude is the opposite of resistance. Okay. So last time we spoke about that how is life? Life is like a river, it's flowing. Things are going to keep changing. Sometimes there is a deep, it's very, very deep and still. Sometimes it's shallow and it's very noisy. Sometimes it's very rocky. We have to learn to flow with it. Right? Now, when many times what happens is when there is pain, when we are not feeling grateful, we try to resist it. Many times we are just resisting, I don't want this. Why am I like this? And like I said, we have to learn to sit with it. So, why does not really help? Why helps us? So, why also comes, but we have to basically look deeper. So, when the why comes, we have to learn to sit with it. So that is a time a part of us is feeling, why is it there? It should not be there, right? And then many times we try to just move to gratitude, which, like I already said, it doesn't really help, right? So when there is gratitude, we are flowing with it, right? Now that flow will come. If sometimes we are feeling stuck, we learn to sit with it. When we sit with it, our emotions, They are energy. Our emotions keep flowing. At one time, if you feel sad, after an hour doesn't mean you have to be sad. It's not like you have to be a sad person or an angry person. Everybody feels angry. But if you learn to feel your emotions and let them flow, then they don't become your reality. They don't have to define you. Okay. Now, when we are not resisting them, we learn to flow with them. And then the gratitude will automatically also come. So when there is gratitude, it is opposite of resistance. Okay. Another point that I want to actually talk about is also many people feel that, oh, but if this challenge is there, and if I say, oh, thank you, God, for this challenge, will my challenges not increase? Okay, when we speak about that, every challenge is here to teach us something. And when we actually start connecting with it, we start looking deeper and we basically open our heart. And we said resistance, what happens in resistance? Our heart shuts. Why does this happen to me? My heart shuts. I don't want to be here. I don't want to experience this. But when we say, okay, yes, we are grateful for this challenge, I'm ready to look at this, my heart opens. How many of us have experienced this? I want you to raise your hands if you've experienced this, that yes, when there was some situation and you could feel, yes, till this time my heart was shut, and then my heart kind of opened up. Suddenly something happened, right? Now, when this happens, that is what helps us to flow. So, gratitude is not saying there should be more pain. Many people feel, okay, if I give attention to this, that will increase. So, if I say gratitude for this will increase. Will I not get more and more problem? How many of us have had this doubt? If I'm saying thank you for this challenge, will the universe not give me more and more of this? Yeah. Gratitude is not approval. It is not saying that, I'm saying, yes, give me more suffering. Okay. However, we are ready to look deeper into it. Basically, like I said, it opens our heart and we learn to flow with it. Okay. Many times when we are not grateful, we are entitled. What do I mean by entitled? Now, when we see a child, the child is so thrilled to see a butterfly. You are in a garden, you're sitting there, and there's a butterfly, and the child is so thrilled. And you're walking in the garden and you're just so irritated because something has happened, you don't even notice the butterfly. Right? How the butterfly, the beauty, the beautiful day, the sunlight, or the amazing weather, we've just taken it for granted. It's almost like, ये तो होना ही था, ये तो होना ही चाहिए. We feel we are entitled to so many things. But when we actually just start noticing these small things, the entitlement goes away, it gets washed off, and we start feeling grateful. That is how you start tapping into those things. I'd like to tell you a story. So, this story is of a baby fish. Okay, and this fish is there swimming, and it is very worried. So, it meets its grandmother fish. And grandmother fish is saying, what happened? Why are you looking so worried? So she says, I want to see the ocean. Everybody talks about the ocean. Where's the what? Where's the ocean? Where's the ocean? She says, right here, around you. And she says, no, this is the water. This is not the ocean. Ocean, this is just water. Ocean is very big. And everybody talks about it. It's so big, it's huge. And I want to see that. And the grandmother says, it's right here, it's right this. And this one is in a hurry. No, this is not what it is. So this starts now swimming very, very, very fast. And it's going and going and going. And for so many days now, it kind of keeps going, looking for ocean. And then finally, one day, it gets tired. And then it gets tired. and it becomes just quiet, and then it notices around, and then it realizes that what my grandmother was saying, that yes, this very place, I am in the ocean. And our journey is also just like that, friends. Many times in the, we feel something, I want something, I'm not okay with some things, right? And we try to get something, we try to get more money, we try to become good professional at something, we try to have something, something in our body, or in spirituality, I want to become enlightened, and I'm running and running and running. And you know what happened with Buddha? He did everything for 6 years. He did not leave any stone unturned. And then finally, he just dropped and he just said, I'm done. I can't do anything. Right? So it's not like we don't have to put effort. But then when we actually drop that effort, when we come to that point that we have put all our effort and actually we just drop, that's when we see, oh my God, it's already there. Yeah. And that is what really the gratitude feeling automatically comes there, friends. So, of course, all of us, like I gave you some tips about the practice of gratitude. So, we'll all kind of have those days when we are not grateful and when we are feeling whatever emotions, and the other sangahas and other times we have spoken about how to deal with the emotions and everything. But at the time when there is stress, when you're sorry, you're grateful at other times, but when that is there, when you actually start seeing that every time, you just left, you surrendered, and something opened, or when you opened your heart, you actually understood how this stress is also helping me. When our hearts open, friends, our heart chakra is the one that is connecting the lower three chakras with the upper three chakras. And when our heart chakra starts opening, that is the time when we are able to understand the interconnectedness, not only with other people, but of our own life. That is when later you will understand how that illness that had happened, if that had not happened to me, I would have never learned this lesson. That's when you will actually be grateful for the illness, right? And what happens is, as we keep growing as souls, you have seen, yes, that challenge came, it helped me to learn something. This challenge came, it helped me to learn something. Then what happens is the knowingness and the trust for the universe is so much that any challenge is coming, you smile, you say, yes, I know now something else that I'm going to learn from here. Not that it doesn't pain you, you have pain, but you're also grateful you're going to learn something, even though you right now you don't know what it'll be. But that is what gratitude is. So before the meditation, I'll just say one final story. And I don't know if probably I've said this story. I love this story. There was a Sufi monk, and he used to every night thank the universe, whatever that he received. He used to have a following. And, one day it happened that they didn't get food. And he said, Bhagwan tera shukriya. Allah tera shukriya. And second day, didn't get food. Allah tera shukriya. Third day, didn't get food. Allah tera shukriya. Now, third day, his disciple said, Bas ho gaya, enough. Thank for what? We didn't even get food. And he says, this is what exactly I needed to experience today. So that is why this has happened. So I trust the universe so much that this is exactly what I need to experience. So may we all learn to trust the universe so much, flow with the universe so much, that gratitude becomes our state more and more. So we'll practice this meditation, friends, where all we will do is just open our heart. Okay. But before we go for that, is there any questions? Yes, surrender, Nilima ji. आप muted हो, Nilima ji.
Yeah. Okay, gratitude. Like the thing is, I want to know what is difference between this surrender and gratefulness. Like,
So gratitude, of course, surrender ऑटोमेटिकली जब आएगा तो ग्रैटिट्यूड आएगा, जब ग्रैटिट्यूड आएगा तो आप सरेंडर आएगा. सो
अच्छा.
इट्स बेसिकली हाउ यू एक्सपीरियंस इट. हमने लास्ट टाइम एक्सेप्टेंस की बात की थी, एंड दैट विल बी वेरी क्लोज टू द सरेंडर. When we surrender, we also are surrendering to what? Last time we spoke about acceptance, right? But surrendering to what? Surrendering to a higher power. We are in that recognizing that there is a higher power.
Okay.
We are surrendering to the truth. We are dropping that resistance. That process, that journey will be surrender. And when we surrender, then we will be able to come into gratitude. Like
Putting
I
in
said,
effort,
gratitude is a.
like putting in
हमें
effort is
effort
one
किसमें
thing.
डालना है? हमें effort. Yeah.
Yeah, putting in efforts and then putting in efforts again and again. Then one day you get exhausted and then comes the surrender, right?
Yes. And then comes the surrender.
Okay, what efforts you are making, maybe the higher realm, yeah, universe does not think this is appropriate for you.
We have to give our best.
Give up. Okay.
So how do we
Okay.
know? We have to give our best, right? So and intuitively we will know. So there is a time to actually work harder, and then there's a time when you have given your best to drop that expectation, and we will kind of know that. I think our inner being knows it. बहुत बार हम लोग पहले छोड़ देते हैं. Very good question, because in practice, yes, many times we don't realize that is it surrendering or is it I'm giving up?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Or
this is
laziness.
what I want to know.
Yes.
Right.
Giving up,
And surrender.
laziness,
Laziness,
and
yeah.
surrender.
Laziness. At times you don't want to work hard. Ki whatever is happening is best for me, so I leave it on God. मुंह में आके वही
Yes,
खिला देगा ईश्वर.
yes, yes. No, so surrender, इसलिए हमेशा बुद्धा की ये स्टोरी याद रखनी है.
Yes.
And Osho का भी ऐसे ही हुआ है. When he got enlightened, he literally had, in his intensity of the sadhana was so much that at a time, he used to just day and night, he used to just be in that. And, some people actually felt like he may go mad. And he also said that either I would have gone mad or I got enlightened, right? So it basically, you just give it your best. तो उसी से वो बात बनती है. तो वो डेफिनेटली हमें एफर्ट अपना पूरा डालना है.
Thank you so much, Bob. That is the last point,
थैंक
like just between break even point.
यू.
Yeah.
थैंक यू.
Thank you so
यस
much.
प्रियंका.
Thank you.
थैंक यू.
Thank you for this beautiful talk, ma'am. This question came to my mind when you were talking about feeling gratitude after a challenge is over. But isn't it important to have gratitude while the challenge is there? And how
Of
does one
course.
feel gratitude while you are already in the middle of the challenge? I mean,
Yes.
it's very natural कि challenge खत्म होने के बाद आप सोचोगे कि यार I'm thankful for this learning. But when you still don't have that learning, how do you actually feel gratitude in the middle?
Yes. Thank you, Priyanka. And that's why I said that as we keep growing as a soul. So what happens is, supposing 5 times you've experienced that there's a challenge and then you learned something out of it. It was really bad and you learned something. Then it becomes natural. Now, what I spoke about the point before that it cannot be forced. If you're not feeling grateful, it can't be forced. So many times when you observe, when you kind of have seen that when this challenging time came, I actually really grew spiritually, I really learned something. Automatically, then the next time it comes, the gratitude will come. So it becomes like, now this grill. You know that, okay, this is what happens, right? automatically that's how it comes. So it's important for us to know that, like I said, कि उसको plaster नहीं करना है. So if I'm not feeling right now, don't try to, just saying thank you for this, thank you for that, as a shift, as a like trying to distract yourself doesn't go deep. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, Kruti. So these rejections actually help you go close within yourself, right? That heartbreak that is there. There's a beautiful thing that it's just through the cracks that the light enters, or the light actually starts seeing. So unless we don't get pain, Kruti, usually we do not go deeper into spirituality. Our real quest usually starts with pain coming. So right now, of course, you will not feel grateful. But when you'll actually go into that, right? Eventually, you will feel, oh my God, thank God you didn't become my friend. Otherwise, I would have just been partying and just doing some other things that, that would have taken me away from myself. So, right now, you may not feel great gratitude, and that's absolutely okay. You don't have to say thank you right. Okay? Fully feel the pain, actually go deeper in the pain. And if sometimes we can't do it alone, right? Because uh, as children, when we had pain, our parents, if it was not validated, if we couldn't go, many times just taking professional help. So they actually help you to go deeper. When I say deeper, many times we are just on the outside saying the same story. But this person rejected me, and that person also rejected me. But why do they do that? And I do so much good. How can they do that? And this is story. We are going on the same level. We don't go deeper. So when a trained therapist is there, they'll actually hold the space. When you go deeper into that, that's when you'll be able to really let go of the pain and actually really go underline that. Have you read this book, The Journey? The Journey by Brandon Bass.
Written read it long back. It was suggested by my mentor, Dr. Jesh.
Okay,
I did
wonderful.
it things. Then she got pregnant, and her stomach was as big as a basketball. And then when she went deeper, she had these emotional patterns, and when she released the emotional patterns, the her stomach also reduced, and the cancer went away.
Yes. Yes. So that's what I mean by going deeper. Her process, what she did. Okay. That is how you need to go deeper into that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, friends, we will meditate now. Are we ready? I've heard
Ma'am,
people
I think
suggesting to
Sujata
write
ji.
gratitude for 3-4 hours. Okay. I never resonated with this. They take the reference of the magic book. Yeah, absolutely.
Ma'am, Sujata ji also
Yes.
had raised her
It is
hand.
basically if we understand. Okay. 1 second, Renuka. Let me just answer this question which has come. So 3-4 hours writing gratitude. This is like training your mind, right? When we do something for so much time, we are training our mind to look at the good. And yes, at some stage, for some people, it will be helpful. So, friends, everybody, of course, is at different levels of awareness. And every book, everything that would have been shared, somebody's experience is there, they've shared it. It'll apply to some people. But as we progress a little in our journey, we need to learn to handle the pain. That through that, we will be actually going deeper. So, a lot of people who just want to have manifestation, who just want to manifest good things, till that stage, that's okay. But when, like I said, that we are the seekers of truth, and when we want to connect with truth, we need to actually go deeper further? Thank you for that beautiful question. Sujata ji, you had raised your hand. You're muted now.
Yeah. So nowadays, a lot of workshops are happening. Gratitude journal, you have to write. Gratitude workshop they are doing. So I was about to ask that only. So I think this question has answered that question of mine. Thank you.
Thank you. It's wonderful, friends. Let's meditate together. Settle down. Cross your fingers in your lap. Cross your legs. Gently close your eyes. 15 minutes now, just to connect deeper to your own self. Just to look within. Within your own self, the light is there, the truth is there. Of course, hidden by many, many layers. Allow yourself to bring your attention to your breath. Watching deeply your natural incoming breath and outgoing breath. Our breath is the one which bridges the body, the mind, to the soul. Be deeply present to your breath. Our breath is the one that knows what is needed. Brings in the oxygen, the prana. It knows what is no longer serving us. So as you are keeping your awareness with your breath, allow yourself to have a surrender to your breath. A gentle, relaxed awareness. Rooted deeply into the present moment. Grateful for the prana that's coming in. Not in a way of imposing this feeling, but just acknowledging what is. Just awareness of what is. And as you are in this state of awareness of the present moment, awareness of your breath, you can bring your attention now to your heart chakra. the center of your chest. From this chakra, which is the bridge between your physical realm to your spiritual realm, you're keeping your awareness here and just breathing into it. And from this chakra, take a moment to acknowledge what is, to acknowledge and accept your body just as it is. Deep within you somewhere, not known right now to you, but there's a part of you which knows why you chose this body. Whether fat or thin, having some challenges. Deeper within you, a part of you knows it. So right now, just as you're paying attention, all you do is acknowledge and accept your body as is. And just keeping your awareness at your heart level now, just relaxed awareness. As you're doing that, automatically your heart opens up. It is in acceptance of how things are in your life at this moment. Gratitude helps us to move from scarcity to abundance. Our ego is always looking for what is not okay, what should be fixed, what should not be there in my life, how people should not be treating me. But as you just acknowledge and accept, we can also ask ourselves, why not? If I say yes to this, let me see what will I learn. Open your heart. Relax into that. Give yourself just right now, feel this presence. The feeling of gratitude may automatically start coming in. Gratitude that you can just be here and experience life just the way it is happening, within you. I was not entitled to this moment. I was not entitled to anything that life is bringing to me. But just the fact that I am here, experiencing this appreciation just starts to open our heart. And we start feeling gratitude for what is. Just showered in this energy of gratitude. Let this feeling, this energy be like a vibe inside your body, where every cell of your body is as if just getting bathed in it. And as you just be there enjoying this feeling, grateful for just life as it is. Become present to the insights that may come. Collect them like pearls. Last 1 minute. Remember this feeling of gratitude. Bring the insights back with you. Bring this silence back with you. The smile within you as if your cells are smiling. Feel as if your navel is smiling. And let that smile now spread like a wave in your entire body. And let your lips have that smile before you're coming back, as you get ready to come back. Take a couple of long, deep breaths. Rub your palms together, gently covering your eyes. And very slowly opening your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Those who want to continue meditating, if you're in silence, please continue. And anybody who wants to share an experience, most welcome to. We'd love to hear from you. Yes, Nilimaji.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much. It was such deep, deep meditation,
Beautiful.
feeling like no words, like feeling gratitude. When I opened my eyes and rubbed my hands, there was such a beautiful fragrance. I cannot recollect, like, what was it? Now it's not there.
Yes.
Very, like, very peculiar one. Like, I've never smelled it before.
Many times we feel the presence of a master. We
Okay.
feel also. So just like there are outer experiences of the senses, you know how they say there's an inner sky, अंतराकाश, नाद, एक नाद हम सुनते हैं. ऐसे ही जब ये deep meditation में कई बार we have the different beautiful smells that we get. And you know, I mean, sometimes I've had this experience with open eyes also, that you know, and 2 3 of us, like I was once with a meditation teacher and I could just feel it, and he said yes, there was a master around at that point in time. तो कई बार ये चीजें होती हैं. So
Even
it's a
drowsiness,
beautiful thing,
drowsiness
and
is like drunk stage is there, like some.
बिल्कुल इसी को खुमारी जो कहा जाता है.
Like exactly, exactly. Thank you so much. Grateful.
And बहुत सुंदर. जो पहले लोग ज्यादा, आपने आज सरेंडर की बात की है ना, एंड जो लोग भक्ति मार्ग में होते थे, दे
Mhm.
वुड आल्सो ऑलवेज से खुमारी, है
अच्छा,
ना. तो
अच्छा.
ये जो इसकी बात करते हैं कि पिला दे साकी,
हाँ, हाँ, yes. Actually, yes.
आंखों से अपने पिला
Yes.
दे रे साकी. तो ये एक्चुअली स्पिरिचुअल सॉन्ग है ना. तो वो
अच्छा.
क्या पिला रहे हैं, वो अपनी प्रेजेंस पिला रहे हैं, वो जो
Oh,
लाइट है ना. तो ये खुमारी, एंजॉय दिस खुमारी नाउ, डोंट ट्राई टू इमीडिएटली गेट आउट ऑफ इट.
like people are saying, like sometimes it happens to me. Then like I say कि वो पीने में क्या मजा है, इसमें बैठो तो इसमें बहुत मजा है, तो बोले इनको इसको तो वैसे ही नशा आ जाता है.
एंजॉय दिस.
Thank you so much. Thank
मीरा, हाय, यू रेज्ड योर हैंड.
Hello, Dr. Preeti.
हाय.
In the beginning, I was about to ask you this word, devotion. That was coming to me from the beginning. How surrender and gratitude is connected to devotion. It is such a word that helps you to go towards surrender and gratitude, devotion.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely. It is the one that's connected to the heart. And many times people before were more heart oriented. In this century, people are more mind oriented. So automatically the devotion was a way, was their path. You know, when Meera, actually your name is Meera, and when Meera actually, she's so devoted to Krishna, and she doesn't need anything, she doesn't need anybody else, right? So automatically that just opens. So it's like the river just merges into the ocean. There is no, you know, it's just very easy. So for people who have devotion, it is so easy, right? But of course, again, devotion also doesn't mean we don't put effort. So when somebody's primary path has been bhakti or devotion, again, They also have to learn to also train their mind and, also put the effort. But also meditators, when our path has been more gyan and meditation. But again, we have to learn to surrender and to have that devotion. Both the things are always important, whether first you have one and then you have the other. So it's like when you have been putting the effort, again, when the river has to merge into the ocean, the fear will come, and that time the mind can. So that again it's the devotion which helps you to further go into that. So beautiful.
In the end of the meditation, that was the last message that came. I saw Ramana Maharshi and that Summa, just sit. And I felt that it doesn't mean that not doing anything, just flow. It came as a feeling, like somebody said, as a smell. For me, it was a feeling, that vibe that was coming.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, friends. And we'll end with a beautiful song. Again, a gratitude song, another one. We can all just dance with it. Osho would always say, end with a celebration always. Celebrate the peace, celebrate whatever you have experienced. So yes, Priyanka, over to you. Thank you, friends, for all of you who have sent the messages. I'm just reading Geet, Renuji, Shalini, thank you.
शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, तेरी रहमतों का कैसे, तेरी रहमतों का कैसे करूं मैं बखाना। शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, तेरी रहमतों का कैसे करूं मैं बखाना। शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना। पास बुलाने का शुक्राना, दर पे बिठाने का शुक्राना, तेरे दर का है शुक्राना, मेरे झुके सर का है शुक्राना। हंसना सिखाने का शुक्राना, राह दिखाने का शुक्राना, अपना बनाने का शुक्राना, जीना सिखाने का शुक्राना। हाथ पकड़ कर मंजिल पर, हाथ पकड़ कर मंजिल पर पहुंचाने का शुक्राना। शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना। एहसास का शुक्राना, बात इस खास का शुक्राना, बिगड़ी बनाने का शुक्राना, काबिल बनाने का शुक्राना, मुझे अपनाने का शुक्राना, कृपा बरसाने का शुक्राना, गले से लगाने का शुक्राना, पाद लगाने का शुक्राना। चरण तिहारी जन्नत है, चरण तिहारी जन्नत है, उस जन्नत का शुक्राना। शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, शुक्राना तेरा शुक्राना, तेरी रहमतों का कैसे करूं मैं खाना, शुक्राना तेरा, शुक्राना शुक्राना तेरा, शुक्राना शुक्राना तेरा, शुक्राना शुक्राना तेरा, शुक्राना.
Thank you, friends. See you again very soon. And we have the full moon meditation this time on Tuesday with Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there again. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.